Assalamualaikum everyone. We are from Group 4 and we'll be presenting about leadership and organizational culture and values in Twitter company. First, we go to the introduction. It is about leadership. Business leadership is the ability of an organization's management to define and achieve hard goals, move swiftly and decisively when necessary, outperform the competition, and motivate employees to perform to the best of their abilities. A company's leadership gives guidance for its employees. Employees must be aware of the company's direction and who to follow in order to get there. Leadership entails routinely monitoring the accomplishment of tasks by team members and demonstrating to them how to carry out their job efficiently. Clear communication skills are essential for effective leadership. Leaders interact with and pay attention to their team members, address their questions and concerns, and demonstrate empathy. Leaders employ strong communication abilities to advance their organization and reach new heights of success. The appropriate behavior inside a company is determined by its culture. And the second point is we go to organizational culture and values. This culture is made up of common values and beliefs that have been formed by leaders, disseminated and reinforced through a variety of channels, ultimately influencing employee perceptions, actions, and comprehension. Regarding cultural priorities, everyone is in agreement that the company and its objective, rather than on specific individuals, are what most important. Successful business leaders actively promote their cultural identities to both current employees and potential new hires while living their cultures every day. Okay, for the company that we'll be talking about is Twitter is an example of an organization that has excellent leadership and organizational culture and values. It provides a powerful example of leadership, organizational culture, and principles that all organizations can follow. For the second point, we go to the background of the case. Sometimes it can be difficult to understand what leadership is all about. Yes, it may imply that you are in charge. It can imply that you are leading a project. Okay. It has been demonstrated that effective leadership practice can raise employee happiness and engagement levels. Twitter is a free service that serves as a hub for a wide range of individuals, viewpoints, concepts, and data. Twitter is a social networking and microblogging site where users may post and engage with messages called tweets. There are a number of causes for the poor growth according to current and past staff members. A portion of it is due to the year's worth of technical debt. In 2021, the change over to Agrawal's leadership occurs just as Twitter is under pressure to make lofty revenue and user growth targets in order to appease investors. Employees at Twitter come for a reason and stay for the people, as well as the distinctive experience and expertise gained from working there. Twitter continues to invest in hiring exceptional talent and keeping high-performing employees through a variety of engagement initiatives and development opportunities because it is essential to the success of the company to attract and retain the team. Thank you.
Okay, thanks to Ms. Wana for her explanation on introduction and background of the case for Twitter company. Okay, so I will explain on evaluation for based on our case study. So in this case studies, as we can see, there are poor growth in their organizations due to the worth of technical debt. So this issue will be affected the competencies in the organization since these organizations are well known as large organization in the worldwide. That will be affected the career growth because of cut of training for development budget in leadership course and the lack of transfer learning within the organization increase. Okay, then when we talk about leadership, it will be related to coaching, training, communications within internal and external parties. Okay, second, as we know in current situation, most of the employees are money oriented due to global economic crisis. and we need to survive. Twitter struggles to match the salaries provided by competitors like Facebook and Google of its relative size in the San Francisco tech sector. This issue is the main factor as well, since most of the employees need to motivate by rewards, which is tangible value, which is money. And through this approach, we can find a person who have attributes of leadership. Okay, in this era, Twitter find it very difficult to get employees who have attributes of leadership in order to create a good and positive organizational culture and values. Okay, last but not least, Twitter need to remain competitive in the social networking and microblogging side tech sector. But if Twitter can keep improving in handling and showing a great leadership and high integrity, people will come and go, and the mission vision that set up by the organization to compete with other social networking will be declined in the future economics values. Thank you.
Right, thank you, Mr. Aiman. So I will talk about improvement and recommendation. So based on current situation, there is still a way to get a Twitter still relevant. As we can see, people come to Twitter to take part in conversation and consume content they are interested in. So if we jive with TikTok, millennials nowadays like to have more video interaction with them. So first thing that Twitter need to do is to have more video engagement like what TikTok is doing. So to grow your followers, you have to make sure that your content appeals to your audience and add values. Secondly, what Twitter need to do is to monitor events and trending conversations. Compared to TikTok, they have FYP that make the contents more followers. This is the idea why TikTok is relevant with the current issues. As for improvement, what Twitter need to do is first limit to 1 to 2 hashtag per tweet. Second one, they need to monitor events and trending conversation. Third one, they need to keep copy short and sweet. Fourth one, be conversational. And last one, they need to use more video rather than wordings. That is recommendation and improvement that our group think Twitter need to do if they still want relevant in this millennial era. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Eddie. In conclusion, leadership is defined as the process of directing the action of others towards the achievement of goal by leading, teaching, motivating, and inspiring them. It involves the capacity to influence people within the organization. Leadership frequently entails assuming a position due to a unique talent, skills, or qualities. It may be formal or informal. It is clear that there are various leadership principles, most of which are founded on the idea that certain behavior have co-evolved into leadership philosophy. Each approach has distinct purpose and different level of efficiency, depending on the context, the traits of the leader, and the followers. According to the material review above, each leadership style has a benefit and drawbacks and can be applied effectively depending on the circumstances. Thank you.